Australian soldiers were concerned for the nutritional value of the food being supplied to their men. Here was the problem. Any food they sent to the fighting men had to be carried in the ships of the merchant navy. Most of these were lucky to maintain a speed of 10 knots. Most had no refrigerated facilities, so any food sent had to be able to remain edible after periods in excess of 2 months. A body of women came up with the answer: a biscuit with all the nutritional value possible. The basis was on a Scottish recipe using rolled oats. These oats were used extensively in Scotland, especially for a heavy porridge that helped counteract the extremely cold climate. The ingredients they used were rolled oats, sugar, plain flour, coconut, butter, golden syrup or treacle, bicarbonate of soda, and boiling water. All of these items did not really readily spoil. At first the biscuits were called soldiers' biscuits, but after the landing on Gallipoli, they were renamed Anzac biscuits. A point of interest is the lack of eggs to bind the Anzac biscuit mixture together. Because of the war, many of the poultry farmers had joined the service. Thus, eggs were scarce. The binding agent for the biscuits was golden syrup or treacle. Eggs that were sent long distances were coated with a product called K-Peg, kind of like Vaseline, then packaged in airtight containers filled with sand to cushion the egg and keep out the air. As the war drew on, many groups like the CWA, the Country Women's Association, church groups, schools, and other women's organizations devoted a great deal of time to the making of Anzac biscuits. To ensure that the biscuits remained crisp, they were packed in used tins such as Billy Tea tins. The tins were airtight, thus no moisture in the air was able to soak into the biscuits and make them soft. Most people would agree that there is nothing worse than a soft biscuit. During World War II, with refrigeration in so many merchant navy ships, the biscuits were not made to any great extent. It was now possible to send a greater variety of food, like fruitcake. Anzac biscuits are still made today. They can also be purchased from supermarkets and specialty biscuit shops. Around Anzac Day, these biscuits are also often used by veterans organizations to raise funds for the care and welfare of aged war veterans. The recipe I'm going to use today is a special recipe that was made by my great-great-grandmother, and I am going to make it. The first step to making Anzac biscuits is to take all your dry ingredients and mix them together. 1 cup of shredded coconut, a cup of rolled oats, a cup of flour, half a cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. And mix it well. The next step is to take a 1/4 pound of butter, melted, and then add it to your dry goods. Then mix until thoroughly mixed through. The next step, you will add 1 tablespoon of Lyle's golden syrup to 2 tablespoons of boiling water. Nice and sticky. Try not to spill any golden syrup on anything. Now you will add your water golden syrup mixture to your dry goods and mix thoroughly. Next, you will take small drops of your mixture and put them on an oven sheet. The oven sheet will go in the oven for approximately 20 minutes on 350 degrees. In the actual recipe book, however, it says a moderate temperature because the recipe is from back when they hadn't used wood-powered stoves. After 20 minutes have passed, remove your Anzacs from the oven. The final result should look something like this.